S1E4.
Hello, how's everyone? And how was everyone's weekend? It's me, your girl, Cinnamon. Test 2, baby. Anyway, so, my weekend, perfect. Went pretty well. Can't complain. But I have spent the weekend catching up on a lot of different shows I hadn't been watching. So, I've been watching a few talk shows. I know, right? I know. Anyway, out of all the shows I watched, only one caught my attention the most, right? Okay. There's this girl, and she lives with two guys, right? And the two guys have been best friends since they were in grade school, right? So one guy is a workaholic. The other guy, he works, but he stays at home, spends a lot of his free time at home. So he's at home alone with the girl a lot. So the girl ends up sleeping with the dude that's always at the house. So they come on to this show. I'm not going to say what show it is because I don't like putting my business out there like that. And I don't want to get sued or whatever. So I don't know how that talk show stuff works when you go to naming people names and stuff like that. So I don't want to say any names. But I will throw a hint. Jerry Springer. Okay. And, all right.
Jerry.
Okay, the guy that's screaming in the background is my boyfriend. All right.
Hey, let me tell you that she lied.
So, shut up. All right. So the guy goes on the show just so he can tell this girl that he wants to be with her the rest of his life. Like, she's the one for him or whatever. And they had sex only one time, and 2 weeks then passed by, and now they're on the show. And he wants to be with her. Well, she tells him it was a one-night thing. They were bored. And that's the reason why she done it, because she was bored. It's, nothing personal. She don't want it. All right, so his homeboy's in the back listening the whole time. So you already know everybody waiting on a fight. A brawl, some fist throwing or something going down. I mean, it's the Jerry Springer show, so you expect a fight, right? No fight at all whatsoever. How about the guy gives each other dap? Like, it's all good, bro. I'm not even mad at you. His words, it's all good, bro. I'm not even mad at you. And he dumps the girl. Okay, I can understand dumping the girl. She cheated, whatever. This is my thing, though. Why is it that same scenario can go down and it can be the opposite sex? Like, if you have women in a household, two girls and her boyfriend, and one of the girls sleep with her boyfriend, there's a fight. Like, she's finna beat up the girlfriend and she's finna beat up her boyfriend. I mean, it's finna be a big mess. Like, they get into it, a cat fight. Now, I'm not saying that all women do this, but a majority of us sisters do this. So, and when I say sisters, I mean black, white, Caucasian, Mexican. It doesn't even matter because we're all girls and we're all women. So, I feel like we're all sisters. So, that's just what that is. A sister get out there and show her ass. And I just don't understand that. Because, like, I'm not going to put us out there, but me and a couple of my friends went through that same thing, and we didn't get mad at each other. We didn't end our friendships or nothing, because the guy was running game, basically, and we all found out that he was talking to all of us at the same time. So
y'all ran with that goddamn game.
And we found out about it, and we told him that he was officially a boy toy. So my crew, we don't fight over no dumb shit like that, but it was just strange to me. So my question is, in those scenarios, what would you do? What would your mind be?
Go for it.
A lot of guys, like my boyfriend said, they would just go for it. But I want to hear from everybody. Those who would be down for it and those that wouldn't be down for it. All right. We were also watching the Steve Wilkos show. Oh my goodness. There were a lot of heartfelt episodes with that show. And a lot of them had to do with children being mistreated, molested, abused, neglected, all kinds of crazy mess. And a lot of the people, a lot of the motherfuckers that was fucking over these kids were women. Like, what has happened to the world? Like, they were women. I mean, mothers that were like actually hurting their own children. And that hit home for me because there are women out there like myself, and we're not capable of having children. We're perfect mothers, do hellified job with our kids, and we've only been able to give birth to one or not none at all. And then there are women who can have these kids and don't even deserve them. They're beating on them. They're prostituting them out. They're letting family members molest them. And they know what's going on, and they don't even do anything to fix that problem or to rectify it. So that really got to me. So if you see a child is being neglected, is my question. If you see a child being neglected, what steps are you willing to take? What would you do for that child if you knew that child was being neglected? I don't want to hear an answer where it's because it's something that you know the world wants to hear, or it's something that the world wants to read. I want to know generally, just, be 100, keep it 1,000. How would you react to this? What would you do if you were a mother? Like, I'm gonna use an example. Like, if you were a mother and you were staying in a home with a family member, and you're asleep, you wake up in the middle of the night, something tells you to wake up, and gives you that feeling, that vibe, that inkling, and you get up and you go to where your child is in the room, and you catch a man with his hands under her gown, touching her private parts. What do? This woman, because I'm trying to be nice about it, because I really want to call her out her name, because that's just what she was. She's the B. This woman instead does a little scream, takes her daughter out of the house, and instead of going to the police or something, because mind you, the little girl is screaming out, telling her mom, don't call the police, don't do that, because they're going to take me away from you again. Alright, so the kids have been taken from the home at least twice already, and the little girl didn't want to be taken away a third time. So the woman didn't call the police or anything. What she did do, though, 2 hours later, went right back and moved right back into the same house where this man had just molested her daughter. And she figured, since they're sleeping in the same bed together, now she sleeps with her daughter. Her daughter sleeps in the bed with her now, so she can protect her. Bitch, is you sick? Is you crazy in the head? Like, really, what was you thinking? So her excuse was she had nowhere to go. Now, I can understand if she really didn't have anywhere to go, but from the way her family was talking and how her dad was acting, she could have went home to her mom and dad. But she was so caught up in the streets and the drugs that she wasn't thinking about that at all whatsoever. And that shit pissed me off. Totally. I don't knock anybody. I know everybody have habits, right? So I don't knock anybody for their habits. I don't. If you smoke crack, weed, ice, whatever, I don't care what drugs you do. As long as your home and your children are taken care of, I have nothing to comment on. Nothing. But the moment your children are coming up with nothing, they coming up short, they not being fed, they're not getting clothed, they're not having a good stable home to stay in, then yeah, I'm going to talk about your ass. I'm going to talk ratchet about your ass. But if you A1 and you taking care of all your business, your bills is paid, your kids are taken care of, they clean, they got a roof over their head, there's food in the icebox, a dinner made, 3 meals a day is made for these kids, then I have nothing to trip about what you do on your free time with your extra money. None at all whatsoever, because you handling your business. You doing what it takes to take care of business. So I'm not finna knock it. what gets to me though, there was another lady, and she was a young mother, and it dawned on me after I watched so many shows. There was quite a few shows, and a lot of these mothers were young. I'm talking about getting pregnant at 13, and by the time they make it to the Still Wilco show or whatever show they end up going on, about 2 or 3 years done went by. Well, those 3 years were major growing moments. 13, 3 years, 16 years old, and you don't know nothing, especially if your own mother is an addict and don't give a damn, and your father is a deadbeat, never around. You wind up getting pregnant, and you don't know what you're doing, and you can't handle the baby crying. I mean, this girl couldn't handle the crying of the baby, and she couldn't handle the feeding and the changing the diapers. She couldn't handle none of that. And family members saw things going on, but to me, they waited too late to step in. Because by the time the family decided to step in and actually take this baby from her, he got burned twice. He had a 3rd-degree burn from this part of his hand down his arm to here. And it had got infected. She never took him to the hospital, doctor, nothing. And it happened on her family's land, and her family was there, and nobody took him to the hospital. All right, second go around, her family's all out camping, and she has hot coffee on some kind of stand or something, and the little boy gets a hold of it, supposedly, and he pours it out over himself. So he has 3rd and 2nd-degree burns on his chest, his face, his back, his legs, his feet. I mean, the pictures were horrific. It was awful. And so she said to the little boy, okay, accident, poured it on himself. All right. I'm vibing with her a little bit, like, okay, she young. She should have put it up somewhere higher. Ain't nobody else telling her these things. So, okay. Well, she takes her lie detector test. And come to find out, the little boy did not pull the cord or anything or pour the coffee on him. The test revealed that she literally took it and poured it over the little boy's head so that the daddy couldn't come get him for them 2 or 3 weeks. Because the daddy didn't want to be with her. What sense that make? I thought that shit was crazy as hell. And do you know she still has the child? How in the hell do you still get to keep your child? Like, what has happened to the system? Like, I mean, who is sending out these social workers, and what type of social workers do we have? What's going on with the justice system? I mean, like, what happened at the hospital? I'm thinking when you get these kind of things happening to a child and they come to a hospital, the doctor is supposed to make a call. What happened to that call? Because CPS, she doesn't have CPS in her life, none of that. So, I mean, it's like, it's unbelievable to me. It is unbelievable. It's just crazy how the world is getting, and the people that are suffering the most are the kids. It's just crazy. Baby, what you think about that?
Never knew tell that word himself.
Let them kill the kids and beat on them? Well, what about the kids?
The kids will be there.
That is sad. That he don't mean that. He is so sad. He is so sad.
But I'll tell you how you feel. Do.
I don't know. The shows have gotten crazy. And we also spent the weekend watching The Walking Dead. Has anyone caught The Walking Dead? Like, really, have you caught The Walking Dead? I hadn't been watching it in a long time. So, finally watching it for the first time after a couple of years last night. And, wow, a lot has changed. Rick and I can't remember how to say her name. but I call her the sword lady, is together, which I did not see that happening. I did not see that coming the last time I watched the show. And Carl had his first kiss. Get it, Carl? Hey, getting his sugars on and stuff. And then Glenn dead. And then the way Glenn died, I'm like, he could have died in so many ways. Like, if y'all watch this show, you understand what I'm saying. Like, Glenn was caught up in a lot of messed up moments with those zombies and things, you know. A lot of messed up moments. So, they could have, if they was going to take him out the show, they should have took him out like that. But to have a man beat him to a pulp, beat his head in with a bat that's been wrapped up with barbed wire. That was so cruel, and it made me so mad. Like, I've talked to a couple of people about it, and some of them have said they're not even watching Walking Dead anymore because of that. Because of the way he died. And because he died. So, just saying, characters do make a show, and sometimes the actors do make it, and that's just what that is. So, I just want to know, what did y'all think about that? What do y'all think of Walking Dead so far? What are your views about the show, and what do you think next week's show is gonna be about? Well, this week's show, I'm still thinking of it this Sunday. This Monday, people, it's Monday. What else have we been glancing at and watching? Steve Wilkos, Jerry Springer. I haven't watched the news in a few days, so I'm interested as to what's going on. Does anybody know what's popping in the media? I'm going to find out tonight. I won't be so clueless tomorrow. Promise you that. I got you guys. And who had the most poppin'est party this weekend? Gots to know. Gots to know. Gots to know about what was popping, who had what going on, who were what. Gots to know. Was your area popping? Was your town on the map? Comment below. Put it at the bottom. Let us know. That way, my other viewers can decide if they want to come and visit your town and get their party on. Alrighty. And Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm so glad. Tomorrow, my son will be home. Yay! Q's coming home. Q's coming home. I can't wait to see him. So how many other parents out there got those college students coming home for the holidays? Who's happy and who's not so happy about it? Comment below. Let us know. Alright. We are 18 minutes into the show. So, I still got a few more minutes to go. Alright. As you can tell, it is time for a new do. So I haven't decided on how I'm going to get my hair, what color to do it in. I was thinking of some bright colors. I don't know, pink, a dark green, a blue maybe. I don't know, but I'm going to get something. But I don't know what hairstylist to go to. I don't know if I want to drive all the way back 5 hours to Clarksville and let my friend do my hair, named Sonia, or go 2 hours toward Dallas and see if my girl Katrina can do it. And I don't know who around the Houston area, because I haven't got any comments below about hairdressers. Yeah. Hit me up. Gots to know where's to go. Alrighty. Okay, and the weather. I don't know what it's like for everyone. So I want to know what the weather is like in your area. Where I'm at, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. How many times you going to repeat that if you don't give me a chance to say it?
500 times.
See, that's the stuff I be talking about. See, men, look. Ladies, ladies do not like it when you butt into their stuff. All right, we don't butt into your stuff when you're playing the video games, or you're watching a football game, or you screaming at the TV about a basketball game, or maybe your favorite wrestler then got knocked out of the game. We don't ask no questions. We don't bother y'all or nothing. But as soon as we got something popping, y'all want to stick your nose all in it. Take it out. You see that right there? Take it out. Take it out. When I ask you questions, you don't answer right, okay? You say something real messed up. Like, why do you do that? Why do you say something real messed up?
I'm keeping it real for the fellas.
You keeping it real for the fellas. Okay, all right.
Do you?
You keep it real for the fellas, okay. So why is it that if a girl go out there and mess with 7 or 8 dudes, she a hoe? But when a guy does it, he a player.
He a pimp.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
She a pimp.
How's that different? He a hoe too.
Woman gotta keep herself in line.
Okay, where is it in a book somewhere that says a woman supposed to stay in line?
You got a book somewhere.
It's in a book somewhere. He says it's in a book somewhere that women are to stay in line. Ladies, help me out here. So, but a guy can go and sleep around with a whole bunch of people?
Yep, pimp.
And that's okay?
Pimp.
How is that okay? Yeah. How's that all right?
One more the other week.
But he got a good girl at home.
Yeah.
See, people, y'all gonna wind up seeing or hearing some things between couples that you don't need to hear. But he's gonna make me say something. Look, guys, y'all stay tuned in to me this week. Ain't no telling what's gonna pop off, and ain't no telling what's gonna be said. But I'm hoping and praying that possibly my son can give us a more insight on the college life. What's it really like for our kids when they're not home? Is college really wild and crazy as they show it on TV? Just wondering. So, we're going to get insight about a college that I think happens to be a very good school as far as I can tell. It seems to be a very good school. It's Angelina College. It's out in Lufkin, Texas. And they seem like a great school. It really does. It seems like a great school. And they focus a lot on the art. You know, musical art, fine arts, language arts. They're in it. Advertisement, mechanics, engineering. They are on it. And everything is on campus. It's hands-on training mostly. So, I just think it's a really good school. I'm just curious to know what life is like on the weekends. Some of our kids don't get to come home every weekend and see their families. Some are so far away from home that we only get to see them around the holidays. So, don't you wonder, aren't you a little curious how life is for them? How do they really feel on campus when they're away from home? Comment below. Let us know. Where your kiddos going to school at? Alright, guys. I'm getting ready to sign off. We're at 24 minutes and 5 seconds, and I told y'all 25 to 30 minutes a day. I decided that I'll start doing my shows Monday through Thursday. Remember, Monday through Thursday, you can always tune in to YouTube and watch a video. Enjoy, comment, post. I'm still looking for a name for my show. No one has left a comment about the name for the show. So I'm waiting on comments on that. So comment below. Let me know.
See the food.
Not all the time, just majority of the time. But not all the time. There are some good times in there. Thank y'all again for watching. And I appreciate y'all. Oh, and I appreciate all those that are subscribed. I really do. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love. And thank you so much for viewing and watching. Share. Share these videos with your friends. If there's something that I done said or a video that you liked, or, you know, whatever 25-minute segment that you enjoyed and you feel like it was something that needed to be heard by a lot of people, then share it. Okay? Love, peace, happiness. I'm out.